Ah. Of course it breaks before it creates a full bucket's worth. Okay. Now just gotta wait until night and I'll be able to turn on this crafting table. Ooh, I have 0 foods in my inventory. I should handle that. Oh, you've got to be kidding me, game. Hello, Blue Knight 2737. Ah. So currently I'm waiting for nighttime because the luminous crafting table needs starlight in order to do its crafting recipes. And I am trying to craft this thing, aka your starter base. Go away from it now. The device. Well, the item. Yeah, astral sorcery really does not like you staying at your starter base for longer than necessary. It also wants you to live on a mountain. Because of starlight diffusion thing. I'm pretty sure that would be under monetizing my channel, right? So why am I not wearing all my armor? Yep, autocorrect is a pain. And nighttime, let's see. Yep, have enough. And we also get the bucket back. Okay, it might just be a nature of the biome. But I'm not really seeing many focal points here. That looks like an interesting area for a base. I will need to double check what height specifically the mod wants. Ah. Hello, Storm. Storm, please do not play with my keyboard. Okay. Storm. Play with this thing that's meant to help people make decisions, but I have never used ever since someone got it for me. In the meantime, I shall find the food. Storm, stop. Stop walking on my hand, please. Storm, please. Not now, girl. Storm! Please, girl. Storm. Storm. Thank you, Jenna.
Seriously? All you're doing is drinking.
My sister has taken the cat. That's a waste of liquid starlight, but... Luckily I play with keep inventory on, because that would have been annoying. Now then. To the mountain. I should probably collect some wood, but Actually, that's a good question. Whether or not I could craft a shield, because this is Minecraft 1.16.5. I don't remember if shields exist in this version of Minecraft. And would you look at this? This is what I'm looking for. Ah. I forgot I had that mod. Anyways. Oh, shields do exist. Oh, you got me kidding me. Okay, well, now that that's dealt with. Hmm. Okay. Waystones, useful. Okay, so for an explanation of what this is, the blue fog you're seeing is... The blue fog of stars you're seeing is something added by astral sorcery. It is... So first things first, when it comes to those blue fogs, where you want to build your base is high up, like... The distance between Minecraft sea level and bedrock? Yeah, you want to build that high up from sea level, and within one of those blue fogs for optimal astral sorcery crafting. Anyways. I am going to break some trees and get ready to build a house. One of the things I dislike about astral sorcery is how badly it wants you to, well, do nighttime exploration. Considering the fact that this thing, which allows me to see my ideal base locations, only works at night. My only real criticism to the astral sorcery mod gotta be how much it wants you to do night exploration. Like everything progression related. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to the village to pick up a bed because I should have done that before I left, but I did not. Verton? What does Verton mean? Ow. Okay. Ah, version, that's what you mean. I wonder if powdered snow is in this version. No, it is not. Which is probably the only reason why liquid starlight isn't dangerous. And if you're wondering what I mean... Fun fact about liquid starlight, you cannot drown in it. It gives you night vision. It turns into packed ice on contact of water. It's meant to actually be turning water into packed ice, but... well... it's the one turning into packed ice. Liquid starlight also turns lava into sand.
Alan, when you consider the fact that astral sorcery also wants you to find points on the surface to just dig effectively straight down in order to find rock crystals, which are needed for the mod's progression, and the properties of liquid starlight, you could probably already see how liquid starlight is a major lifesaver. In so many ways, it's probably not intended to be. Now then, I just need to wait for night again so that way I could find the location I'm planning for my base to be. What Y level is Minecraft's ocean at?
This is before the Caves and Cliffs update, so I'll just need to double that. Okay, yeah. So yeah, Y level is equal to 62, which means for astral sorcery, where you want to build is at a location which the Physic Resonator has a blue cloud on, and at Y level 124, if not higher. Why? Because at Y level 124 and above, starlight diffusion ceases to exist. So yeah, astral sorcery really likes you to build on mountains. And it looks like this mountain is not tall enough for our desire.
Good news is that future versions of the astral sorcery mod, the luminous crafting table will instead be checking whether or not it's nighttime instead of Y level location and structures built next to it that have the purpose of channeling.
Like starlight into it. A little thing about liquid starlight is hello, aquamarine shale.
I will let you something now.
Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Now then. Oh, fun fact about the liquid starlight. Uh-oh. Liquid starlight, on contact, gives you night vision. You probably noticed something wrong here. The night vision's meant to be temporary. Why is it stuck at 000? Actually, anyway, makes my life a little harder. Yes, sense of using Streamlabs OBS to see the chat in game. And still not high enough. Really, the only bad thing you could say about astral sorcery gotta be how high it wants you to build. Okay, so it looks like our goal is to get onto one of these slime islands added in by Tinker's construct. Because apparently they're more common than the more sane methods of getting that high. And now, a good astral sorcery world either has lots of mountains or Tinker's construct. Tinker's construct is a lovely mod, and for astral sorcery it adds in the ever so lovely Sky Slime Islands, which are located in the sky. And sometimes in the ocean, they're not meant to be. I think that's just a bug of the 1.20.1 version of Tinker's Construct, but I don't know. Well, after all, I haven't seen it in Minecraft version 1.16. And I'm going in the wrong direction. Also, getting to a Sky Slime Island is going to be important because I am going to definitely make my armor using slime steel. A lovely material Tinker's Construct adds. Astral sorcery, a rather unforgiving world at times. Okay.
Okay, a problem with using Sky Slime Mines, I just realized, is the fact that they're not necessarily a good Physic Resignator location. I mean, they could be, but you'll have to be lucky. One of my favorite details about Sky Slime Islands is that every now and then, one of the slimes seemingly is dumb enough to jump off. And it looks like the game realizes I'm not meant to have night vision, but I have night vision, so it's having a stroke. Okay, and that... This should not be here. Help. Anyways, so... Do I have a shovel on me? No, I do not. Can I create a shovel? Yes, I can. Oh! So... Slime, grass, and dirt at some point were... Great! Lovely. Apparently in this version of Tinker's construct, Sky Slime works... Oh, slime works differently than I remember.
Oh, so wonderful. Well, good thing I have keep inventory on. Ha! I was worried that I was going to have to do that a few times. Now then, what to do is to look for Fuzzic resignated areas around the Sky Slime Island, mark those with a waypoint that says build over here, and then do that. Ah, skeleton duel. Who do you bet is going to win? Skeleton A or Skeleton B? Skeleton B! And as our lucky winner, you get to die. Yeah, no, this permanent night vision's starting to get a little annoying. As I have no clue for a moment why those skeletons weren't on fire.
Fun fact, this thing which you need to get this crafting table to work requires an ender pearl. Luckily, the astral sorcery had structures which contain ender pearls as loot. But still, if you're unlucky, you have to fight an enderman. And if you're really unlucky, you have to fight multiple. Nope. Lag spike is
Not good. Well. I now have a way safely down from here. Okay. Why are congealed slime blocks so bouncy? And off I go for more wood. Samir, thank you, game. I remember that. I'm so thankful that I remembered the more overlays mod. Probably gonna be setting up a little telescope up here later. Actually, can you be? No, you cannot.
Okay. Now it's time to remove my cobblestone bridge because it's no longer needed. And by remove, I mean... hopefully no skeleton could reach me from there. I really wonder, why is there no liquid physics for 1.16.5's Tinker's construct, but there are later versions? Is it just kind of just one of those things where later on the dev was like, you know, that's not a good idea. You change it? Storm, what are you playing with? Okay, Storm is currently playing with a wire on the floor. I can't help but wonder what caused the infinite night vision bug. Help. Yep. Possibly. Okay. Storm has decided to come up onto my computer. Now the recommendation that may not actually be as helpful as I hope it is. Build the structure around the luminous crafting table before you upgrade it to the starlight crafting table. And already, did you leave now? If you're wondering, this thing produces a random amount of liquid starlight for each aquamarine and rock crystal you put into it. It's just rock crystals on average will produce a lot more. And I forgot something else. Yep. Stop. Storm. Please, not now, girl.
What door?
Stop. This? She's not interested in it. Storm, stop lying on. Stop trying. Keyboard. Yeah. And I landed on the packed ice. Six. Excuse me, I just need to get enough guys to go double chase that. You're still here because of this tree I'm at. Exactly 4 logs. Look at that, the creeper. I should probably turn off F7. It's not going to be enough, is it? Huh. Okay, crap. It's now time for very expensive materials, partially. Hey, at some point I'm going to build a Tinker's Construct smeltery. Why? Because Tinker's Construct is a great mod.
Fun fact about packed ice, it does not melt.
Part of me can't help but wonder, why does liquid starlight interact with liquid sky slime the same way it interacts with water? I mean, I'm not exactly too surprised concerning the fact that they're from two mods that do not have built-in compatibility for each other, but like, still, why? Is it just a case of, huh? No coded liquid interactions. Just gotta make one up again. I don't know. Anyway, no. Actually, I wonder if Slime Steel's recipe is the same here as it is in Minecraft 1.20's Tinker Construct. Huh. Why does it say 900 degrees Celsius if the only two fluids that are in Minecraft normally it has as 1,000 and 1,500 degrees Celsius associatively? Anyways, slime steel is very good material. Umber things about is good. Anyways. I guess I should be collecting clay, sand, and gravel whilst I wait for nighttime. So I could do something. And what I'm going to do is going to leave me with an excess amount of grout or whatever it's actually called. It's not my fault that the rose chose to grow on sand, game. Why are you giving it to me for breaking the sand next to the sand it was growing on? Chose to grow there. Shouldn't be so fragile about it. Approaching nighttime, which means I can now begin the search for a hopefully useful area around my decided base coordinates. I now know where I'm going to build out to. Which means I no longer need this. Though... If you're wondering why I'm holding my resonating wand in my offhand, it's because by doing that I can see rock crystal ore locations during nighttime. Because astral sorcery wants nighttime exploration and nighttime exploration alone. Well, anyways. As you can see, we've managed to reach the ideal location. Also, fun fact about slime steel. It is diamond mining level. At least as long as it's the same as I recall it being, but this is Minecraft 1.16.5's version of Tinker's Construct, and I usually use the 1.20.1 Minecraft version of Tinker's Construct. So, I don't know, maybe it's different. Lovely. Okay, we're definitely going to build it more into this area in the future. For now, this is enough. Now then, what next? What next? What next?
think we're going to move into
Tinker's construct for a bit in order to, well, actually begin working on some more important things.
Okay, I think that'll be enough sand.
Are you? I don't know why, but like but for some reason I 1.0 with Tinker's construct just collecting 4 stacks of gravel and 4 stacks of sand, and also a stack of clay. But you could probably tell by the flint entering my inventory that the collecting 4 stacks of gravel is a little painful. So instead I'm going with 2 stacks for now. Also, this book is useful. What we're instead going to be using it for is just outright building the melter. Which is more efficient than the furnace, by the way. However, I... Ooh, aquamarine.
One of the things which I don't understand about Minecraft is... So, fun fact about Minecraft. If you, like, close a trapdoor in a way which means that the only block where you could be is the one just below it. Like, in the version of Minecraft where, like, this form of swimming was added, you'd go into this. Why didn't they just add a crawl button, considering the fact that the swimming state seems to also double as a crawling state? Why do we need a mod to just enter a crawl state outside of that scenario? Like, why, Mojang? Why did you take the Bethesda approach to coding a game, which is do something silly. And then just let the community fix it for you with mods. Anyways, I now have enough gravel and almost enough clay. Yes. To those of you unfamiliar, don't you gotta be kidding me. To those unfamiliar with astral sorcery,
I'll
Now what is one done?
those little sparks something from the ground.
Down beneath the table. And then I was looking up and I saw her coming down the chimney, go down, smack Chloe.
A rock crystal location, only visible at night when you're holding a resonating wand.
Why are you sleeping? Because you have to play. Wow, Oma. This is a nice one.
Yeah.
This is nice, big woman.
Yeah. I don't make a bag or anything.
Yes.
This is nice, big woman.
See, the first one I made was a mistake.
Oh, that one.
That one I showed you
Yeah.
yesterday. And because the bottom I made it, then I like when I'm making a mistake, do it again and
Then
then I
you
can
check
get
it
it.
actually again
Yeah.
correct. Wow.
Anyways, I think that's going to be enough for
Now, where she
this
got-
stream.
She went to that thing.
So,
I don't know.
goodbye.